the Indian community, or I come from the Indian community. I would not want to say that I represent, because I think I represent all of us here. The migrant community. It's so beautiful to be part of this journey alongside migrants for the past 25 years in this kingdom. My profession, I'm a journalist, and I've been working very close with the migrant community all these years, irrespective of the nationality, race, or the creed, color, I've been very close with the community as part of my job and otherwise. So to speak about my engagement with the community, I am a senior governing council member at the Pravasi Legal Cell. I'm sure you heard something about it this morning. And also, we have a small platform called The Lounge. We call it the 973 Lounge. Two of us friends have founded it, so I'm the co-founder of The Lounge. So the initiative Lounge aims at giving back to the country. After 25 years of living in Bahrain, we set it up in 2020, like post-COVID, with this very simple, basic aim of giving back to the community. We all, I think all of us here in this room have come here for a living. Yes or no?
Yes.
And this country, irrespective of whatever, has given us the best of our lives. Whatever bit that we have within our, the ups and downs, this country has given us the best. So I think it is our responsibility to give it back. So with that aim, we had set up this small little platform called The Lounge. I have a small presentation coming up. I do not know what's going wrong with that. But that said, while they put up the presentation there, I would like to take a moment to thank the International Organization for Migration in Bahrain. Let's give them a big round of applause for this beautiful day. The team behind it, I know they've been toiling for a month now, organizing this together. My lovely friend out there, Shahla, she's been really on this. Shout out to Shahla, wonderful Shahla. Yes, I think that's not enough. I saw the energy here for Africa. I think we should give it up for louder for Shahla. Yes. So I have that coming up there. On this little group of ours called the 973 Lounge. We named it The Lounge, very much resonating with the word lounge. What do you do in a lounge? You walk into a lounge, be it at the airport or be it in the hotel or anywhere. You walk into a lounge, you sit in a corner and do things that you like, right? You read, some people write, some people browse your phone, some might watch a movie on the YouTube, or just sit and take a nap. So that's exactly what we had in our mind when we set up this platform. It was post-COVID. Post-COVID, we felt the need to connect with the community. We were all within the walls. We wanted to connect with the community. We felt that all of us need to be together. So with that thought, we set up the Lounge post-COVID-19. And in December 2022, we launched it online, and in early 2023, we had the hybrid model. First, we thought we'll have it only online, but then when things started opening up, we had it both online and offline. And in July 23, we felt that, we are really doing things that was attracting people. People started joining us, we were enjoying the whole thing. So we felt, why not we do it full-fledged, and we joined hands with a show called 973 Show, which is under the Go Live Media House, and here we are today as the 973 Lounge. So this is the journey, and we are just 4 of us on board. Myself is Raji Unnikrishnan, and Ritin Raj, he's right here, and Rakesh Ramesh, he's not with us now, and also Anupama Binu. We are the 4 behind this initiative. Come, let's sit and chat on matters that matter. On matters that matter. Everything around us matters, right? But what matters to me might be different from what matters to you. So Lounge offers a platform for everyone. You come to us and say, we would love to do a painting workshop, we are here for you. You come to us and say, we want to do something to do with sewing and netting, we are here for you. You come to us and say, let's read a book, we are here for you. So anything, some cooking, yes. Let's go for a drive, yes. Let's go hiking, I'm sure we cannot do any hiking in Bahrain. Let's go clean up the beach, we are here. So anything that you do, and also if you have some issues, we want to solve an issue, we have a problem here, or somebody is not getting paid, we are in short of money or some food, we are here to help, you know. So this is about launch, and I don't know how it's going up. Our flagship events have been the Gabga. As we know, during Ramadan, sorry, I'm holding my hand like this to prevent my henna from being distorted. I did a small henna here. It's a lovely henna corner there, and she's a wonderful artist. We can all try that. So, you know the Gabga time, right? During Ramadan, we do Gabgas. So Gabga is a time when we all come together to celebrate the mood of Ramadan, the holy month. That we come, enjoy, have some food and go. So when the team felt that we should be doing a Gabga at the lounge, I felt, no, we are not here to spend. You know, we don't have money to spend, that is extravagance. But then later I thought, no, let's give it a thought. So we decided that we will make the Gabga one with a difference. That is, we will give a platform of the Gabga for community initiatives who need support from the community. Like institutions which run on charity or institution which runs on donation, which really needs help from the larger community. So we invited guests and we gave the platform for 3 initiatives to speak about them. One was the Friendship Society for Blind, one was a special needs school, Sneha, and another one was an environmental initiative. So basically we gave that opportunity for people to come and join us. That's why we called it a Gabga with a difference. It was a Gabga delight. It happened in the same hall we had here. The first Gabga saw around 80 guests. The second Gabga saw around 280 guests. And we showcased 3 initiatives who were very warmly supported by the community in cash and in kind, whoever is in need. So networking was our aim, and that remains our flagship project. We also go through every happenings in Bahrain. Like Bahrain has a host of things happening, like the autumn fair, or the jewelry Arabia, or the National Day celebration, for example, which recently happened. Any celebration, any happenings in Bahrain, we do a coverage so that, you know, people can watch it, people can experience it, and we promote Bahrain because we owe that to this beautiful kingdom where we are. That is called the story quilt. It is up on the, yes, it's up on the screen. We call it the story quilt because every bit of happening in Bahrain is a story. Then we engage in the, anybody interested in photography here? Photo bus? Click. Yes. We have something for you every year. We host photography competitions. Simple photography competitions based in Bahrain. Beautiful cliques of Bahrain, and we do that. Then we come to an activity called Woman Talk. I see this room has more women than men, right?
No.
Listen, yeah, I have a man shouting yes. It should be the women shouting. Where are the women? Louder, girls. Yes, we are magic, right? And the men should say yes.
Yay!
Yes, we are magic. So, we brought out this thing called, I felt, it's just me on the board, the team of Launch the Woman, and of course the other one is my daughter. The other 2 are men. So I told them a story, yes or no? Yes! And that story is life, it's a game changer story, yes or no? Yes! So I said, let's give the platform to women to talk about their story. Let them inspire the rest of the world. Yes, that's it. Yeah. So we have a series going on where women are given a platform to tell their story. Who are you? What are you? Why are you here? What do you do? What do you want to do? What is your dream? What is your aspiration? How can you inspire the rest of the world? That is Woman Talk. Then you can see a couple of pictures of lovely women speaking to us. And then, how many of you love pets? Little hands going up. Okay. I'm more a fur baby parent than my parent or daughter, you know. So I love my fur baby, honestly. So I felt there is a big community in Bahrain who love pets. So we brought them all together in an event called Bow Wow. We had around 25 to 26 fur babies gathering along with their parents, and we celebrated with the purpose of building a community where we can go to if in case, when you really give your heart to a pet, you become a parent to the pet. It is just like how your child falls sick at midnight and you do not know what to do. When a child falls sick, you have to go to the emergency, right? But I did not know what will I do if my fur baby falls sick at midnight. So I wanted a community. So we felt, the Bow Wow community would be ideal because he's also equally a fervent pet father. So we formed this community called Bow Wow. The next one is like a very true to Kerala. We are from Kerala. The founders of the lounge is from Kerala. How many of you know Kerala? You should know Kerala. If you're living in Bahrain, you should know Kerala. So it's the southern tip of India, that small little country, of course, way bigger than Bahrain. We are from Kerala, and Onam is very true a festival of Kerala. It is the signature is a feast. And the importance of the feast is we have it with family. Unfortunately, when we are talking of migrants, most of us are here alone, far from family. So we felt we should give them a chance to celebrate together. So there we had some good Onam Sadhya. We call it the Onam feast with all of us together. We sat together and had a feast, 2 editions of that. Then of course we give free health support with the support of KIMS. We do health support to women. So any woman in this room who needs a health checkup and who you think, because most of the time what I see among women, working with women, what I've seen is you tend to keep that aside. Your health is your last priority, yes or no? We have our different priorities. Family comes first, children come next, husband comes third, household things. Our health is least prioritized for many reasons. Priority is one. Sometimes it is a financial burden. You may not have that 20 dinars or 10 dinars to go to a hospital. So that's where we tied up with KIMS Hospital, who is giving us free medical checkup for women. It is a free checkup worth card. So if anyone in this room, any woman or men who wants their woman to get a checkup done, please contact us. We have those. Every month we give away 10 cards. And of course every month, every October, we celebrate Pink. As you all know, it is all about breast cancer awareness, and it is very important, and we take enough time the whole month of October to celebrate Pink with the only sole aim of creating more and more awareness. We are all aware, 100%, we are all aware that we need to do this training, but still we do not do. So we try to do that in association with several corporates. And we do not forget men. November is the month of men. How many of you know that? Thank you. November celebrates men. Ladies, November celebrates men. Remember that. And it's all about blue. So, as we celebrate men, what comes into our mind is their health. They are important, they are special. The way they support us, we need to support us. So we do a lot of health checkups and awareness again on prostate cancer, men's mental health. There is a lot of suicide tendencies among men. All this has been addressed in association with several corporates and doctors. And then the month of December is so beautiful. It is the festive season. It is all lights and shining everywhere. Christmas is around the corner. We do a bake sale. Any bakers in house? Anyone bakes a cake? Okay, this one is here. Good. So we get the help of local bakers and we do some baking for some charity. We give the money to charity. Then of course we go into several activities like the Cardiac Conclave, which is about heart health. We had all the senior cardiologists in Bahrain coming under one roof, giving advice, open to the public. Whoever wanted to attend could attend, because these are things which we overlook, which we shouldn't. Especially the expatriate community, we are busy working. We are busy trying to make both ends meet on keeping our families happy. But it is time that we attend to, so we came up with this Cardiac Conclave, which was a beautiful gathering of doctors. And something about financial literacy. It's very important. Whether you get 100 dinars a month or 1,000 dinars a month, it is important that you're responsible in your spending. You should know what you have in your pocket. That is important, and that I cannot tell you, but there are professionals who could tell. So we had the Chartered Accountants Association coming forward, and they started giving us awareness talks on how to be wise with your money, whatever money you have. Then we did the September campaign. What is special about September? Anybody? What is special about September other than it's my birthday? Anybody? September is known as the golden month. Anyone? Back to school, yes, something to do with school. What is September all about? Teachers? Yes, teachers. Teachers' Day, yes, something more? It's about you. It's about you. It's about childhood cancer. September is golden because kids are golden. It's all about childhood cancer, and Bahrain has a very strong base called Smile of Bahrain, who supports children with cancer, irrespective of all nationalities. So we took up that campaign in September, and we went around all the embassies, all communities, telling them that help is available. When health affects, the family wrecks, and especially when it happens to our children, it's really heartbreaking. So when the little one falls sick, I was surprised to learn that fever is a symptom of childhood cancer. Fever. How many of your children survived fever? All our children get fever, right? And I'm so happy and thankful to God that my daughter's fever was just a fever and not cancer. It was a shocking revelation. So we did this awareness among community members, and we told them that help is available. So please make a note. Smile of Bahrain is there. It's an organization, a Bahraini organization, which supports children and families with children suffering from cancer. So the entire 2 months we had diplomatic dialogues, and again, women power proved again. We had a mission golden ribbon. We had around those were with the embassies. Those were some art workshops. Yes. Mission golden ribbon. So kids are golden. So we thought, like, after September, September we are giving awareness. After September, like after October, everybody forgets about breast cancer awareness. After November, everybody forgets about prostate cancer. So after September, everybody forgets about childhood cancer. We felt no. And we wanted to take the message forward. And as always, who will take the message forward? Who will take the message? Migrants, of course, everyone, but who will take the message forward? Women. Clap for women. Actually, I want a woman there. Do you see that? That was a super proud moment for the 973 launch. 146 women joined, and we took a pledge that we are going to take it to our community about childhood cancer. So those of you who are here today listening to us, please make sure that you share the message with the larger community. And we had a community outreach event, Indians being the largest diaspora, expatriate diaspora in the country. We had our embassy hosting an event to spread the word. And of course, October 24, we repeated the pink. We did a lot of pink activities. All that is about pink, so we celebrated pink. And again, November also we did. And the latest that we have come up with is a clothing drive. Please listen to me. It's a clothing drive. We have named it Hems of Hope. Hems of Hope. It is winter, and even in summer. There are everybody in this room. I'm sure you open your closet and you look at the number of outfits that you haven't worn for months. Yes or no? We are blessed, right? We are blessed. So some dress I think, okay, I'll wear it once I lose a couple of kilos. I keep it there. Some I would say, okay, this is very special, this is a birthday gift, let it be there. Some I would say, this is a gift from my mom, let it be there. But we are never wearing this. What we thought is, those can make a difference to somebody else. These outfits might be something special to you, but let's see, in India we have the sari. You know the sari? I don't see anyone wearing a sari. I really wish I was wearing one. Sari is a 6-yard long thing which we drape, and some saris are legacy. It comes from your great grandmother. So great grandmother gives to her daughter gives to my grandmother gives to my mother, and my mother gives it to me. And it is like very, very old. Sometimes you cannot wear, but it is a treasure. You don't know what to do with it. After 2 generations, it loses its value that we really do not know what to do. So what we felt is, such saris or such pieces or such clothing, as I described before, could be a gift to someone who's really in need. So that is why this beautiful clothing drive. We are rolling it out next week. So anyone whom you think need clothes of any, I'm not here talking of used clothes. We are not using that term used clothes. These are pre-loved clothes. Pre-loved clothes which are in real good condition, real good condition, but I'm not using it simply because I've outgrown them, or I don't feel comfortable in that, but it is perfect in condition. So if any one of you have people whom you know need clothes, please reach out to us. And at the same time, if any one of you have such clothes in your closet and want to donate, please reach out to us. So this is in a nutshell what we do. We have so many activities. Everything aims at being different and giving back to the community. When we talk of the community, of course, we are here today as a migrant group, but definitely there are the local citizens as well. So we see them all together. But talking from the 973 Lounge's point of view, we work together alongside the migrants. And I'm so thankful to the International Organization for Migration this morning, till this time, gathering all of us here for this beautiful day. Thank you so much. To the new Chief of Mission, a big round of applause. Wonderful, Eman, wonderful. And the team, thank you so much. And the lounge is indeed happy that we could have a representation here. So please remember us. We are the 973 Lounge. Anything that you need in terms of support and help, it's not that we are doing it. We are doing it with the help of people behind us, be it hospitals, schools, pharmacies, individual donors, supporters. So any kind of need, please feel free to reach out to us. We promise to be by your side as best as we can. The little that we can to support one another, to keep things forward, to move things forward. And anybody who has anything, innovative ideas, do come to us, let's do it together. So that said, thank you for this beautiful evening. Thank you for listening to me.